Has been a while since I've reviewed these here, which is TWS Audio, some earbuds. And what a good time to get back into it with these that were sent out to me to review. They're from a company called EarFun. They are their Air Pro 2s. Now, these particular earbuds run with a Bluetooth 5.2 spec. We've got active noise cancellation. Now, they claim up to 40 decibels reduction in certain scenarios. 6 microphones with them. And we've got 10mm dynamic drivers in each of these. They only weigh about 5 to 6 grams each. And the runtime of these particular earbuds is up to 7 hours with ANC off, 6 hours with it on, and we get an additional 3 to 4 charges out of the case here. Included with the Air Pros 2, you will find various different silicone tips. Of course, you do find the size that fits your ears and gives you the best seal. That's really going to help out the sound quality, but also the active noise cancellation. There is a Type-C to Type-A cable for charging these. So the charge time of the earbuds is approximately 1 hour and 2 hours for the case. Combined charging time, you're looking around 2.5 to 3 hours. They do include this, which is a tool there to clean the earbuds and the contact points for charging. There is an instruction manual included that goes over the controls and the specs of these particular earbuds. It is in various different languages. The earbuds weigh 6 grams each, so they are lightweight, and the total travel weight with the case and the earbuds is 54 grams. Our case here made out of a nice plastic. The finish of it is good. There's no rough or sharp edges. Status LED right here up the front. Now this will flash red when it needs to be charged. There's various different colors. So green when it's over 30%, and when it's under 30%, it is then an orange color. And this is held with a magnet to keep it closed. You see as I clip it down there, it's then closed. And if I give this a shake, it's not going to rattle. The earbuds sit in there quite nicely. So there's a few markings on the rear of it right here, and then the Type-C port for charging it, which will be, as mentioned, about 2 hours for the case, and the earbuds themselves are approximately an hour. Quality of these earbuds, very good. The plastics, there's no sharp edges around here at all, so we have infrared, so it can detect when it's in your ear or when you remove it. Silicone tips here, they feel good. So there's a softer outer layer, and they have a red or orange color inner, which is a little bit harder there. There is a filter too, so that's what that little tool is they give us to clean that later on if we do need to clean out those little holes out of wax or whatever. Charging point contacts are right there, and there we have our microphone at the bottom. So in fact, it has 6 mics in total for the active noise cancellation. Now battery life out of these, with active noise cancellation on, you're looking at 6 hours. With it off, it's up to 7 hours. Now I'm getting around 6 hours out of these with it off. So 1 hour less, a little bit less than their claims, but it depends, of course, on the volume you're testing. Here we have our capacitive touch area for controlling them. So it's double tap to play and to stop, triple tap for the next track, depending on what side it is. It would be then the previous ear, and a single tap for our volume up and down controls, again, depending on which side, left or right, you're using. Now, if you tap and hold over 2 seconds, it will go ANC on, ANC off, or the pass-through mode too with these. So all up, nice build quality, comfortable finish. I like the stem. The stem for me makes it just feel a little bit more secure in here once you place them in, and then twist them and get that perfect seal. But they do have an IPX5 waterproof rating, so no worries about sweat or splashes running in the rain while wearing these earbuds. And of course, most importantly, how do they sound? I think they sound excellent. We've got a 10nm driver, so they haven't gone with a split setup. They haven't gone with, say, an armature and then one that handles just the mids and the lows for the driver. No, it's just the one handling everything. But 10mm is not a bad size for earbuds. So powerful bass, but not overdone. I find that so many brands really overdo it on the bass, where it starts to affect the mids and the vocals. Not here. The mids do sound good. The highs aren't super crisp, but they're there. They sound, I think, good enough, all right? And what about the soundstage? Soundstage to me sounds like the vocalist isn't quite front and center, but more mid and centered, if that makes sense. They feel like they've been pushed back a little bit with the soundstage with my ears. But no matter what genre I'm listening to, they are excellent. The top volume isn't the best I've heard, but it doesn't get into those levels where I feel it's going to start to damage your ears. It's loud enough, for most people. And the difference, the sound signature when turning the ANC, so our active noise cancelling on and off, it doesn't change that dramatically, but you do hear with the ANC a tiny little bit of white noise in the background. What about our latency? So watching movies, gaming on this, I've had absolutely no problems with the latency. The delay is, I can't see it, all right? It's in time with the actor's mouse here, which is great. So it's not like watching a Bruce Lee movie. Not with a Snapdragon 860 and Snapdragon 888 mobile I've tested out. So with the K30 Pro Zoom here and also the Z Fold 3, no issues at all. I don't know about iPhones. They may have a little bit of a delay.
And onto my microphone sample. So I've got a loud ambient train station track that's playing in the background, and you can still hear me reasonably well. So that noise cancellation for these mics is doing its job. Can't really hear that background noise. It just sounds muffled, distorted a little bit.
Okay, and the comfort of wearing these ones, very good. So when I put them in, just give them a bit of twist, and because they have the stem on them, I do find that they are quite comfortable. They don't feel like they're going to be dropping out, they're going to go anywhere. So I do like that design, the stem, with my TWS earbuds versus ones that don't have it at all, because those other ones, if you don't get the seal right, or if you're getting a little bit hot and later a little bit sweaty or something, it feels like they're going to drop out. And I've never had that problem with these particular earbuds. Now with them, you do have, of course, your assistant, so you can tap, you can get Siri, Google Assistant, and issue your commands as you normally would straight to the phone with them. The ANC levels, if you tap and hold, you can cycle through on, off, and then pass through with the hearing mode really. So what it's doing is amplifying your hearing, and you can hear all those background noises, announcements, co-workers or whatever. And it's a handy feature to have. A lot of the brands in the beginning didn't actually have that, and I do find it very, very useful. In terms of the actual ambient noise reduction we're getting from that active noise cancelling, it does a decent job. I can definitely hear the difference. I played a track in a noisy train station. You can clearly notice with it off, ambient noises like this. With it on, it's blocking it out. But you do hear a bit of a white noise coming through, like a constant hissing in the background that is there. Even with the ANC off, I do hear a little bit of that noise, that static that is coming through with these particular earbuds. So the runtime with the battery, they claim up to 7 hours with ANC on. I'm seeing around 6 hours, okay, a little less. So they're probably running lower volumes than I do. That's always going to vary a little bit. Genre of music, the volume you set to will have a big impact on that. But how do they sound? I think they sound very, very good. In fact, I'll go as far as to say fantastic, really, for the price. The 10mm dynamic drivers in this one don't seem to interfere with the mids, even at high volumes. They haven't gone overboard with the bass, with the tune straight out of the box, which a lot of other brands, or at least cheaper models, often do. They try to disguise like really good quality or punchy, deep, powerful bass as being great, and everyone's going to love these. And a lot of people will love that loud bass, deep bass, but these ones, they don't overdo it. Mid sound good. Vocals, I think, are good on this. And the highs aren't super crisp, but they're still what I would call definitely acceptable. And of course, it's all subjective here, depending on what your tastes are. But I think these are excellent out of all the different TWS earbuds that I have been listening to. So, all up, the timing and the latency that we're seeing, also great on my Android phones here with the Snapdragon 865 and then the 888. I don't see any latency at all. So I really do like these. These, of course, are the Air Pro 2s from EarFun. Thank you so much for watching my review. I do hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.